What made that story of patience? Well, I called Liz's uncle upset about us relocating, and he said, Sam, slow down. Marriage is patience. It's the best advice I got in marriage in 11 years of being married. But do you know why that is so? Do you know why it was that powerful? It is because the man who said it, Liz's uncle, was an example of patience, what patience looks like. Let me tell you and give you an example. When Liz moved from Dallas to Connecticut, right after marriage, 3 months later, she was expecting. A year later, she had a baby, and another baby was on the way. The following year, she had a baby, and another baby was on the way. Literally just boom, 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 boom. And she was very busy, but her uncle, who loved her very much, who had become the father figure in her life, would constantly call to check on her, say, hey, how you doing? And it will go 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and Liz would not have called back. Of course, she has a handful. I was a resident at the time, and he will call every day or every other day, just calling. But when he finally got on the phone, you would think that for an elderly man who has been trying to reach Liz for so long, he would get on the phone and first thing he would do is, hey Liz, I'm trying to call you. You're not calling back. The first thing he said was, my lovely Elizabeth. And every time he would talk to Liz, it is my lovely Elizabeth. So when he passed 2 years ago, the first thing Liz did was to pull up one of his voicemails. And first thing it says, my lovely Elizabeth. This is Uncle J. He goes on, and Liz screenshot that voicemail with the audio and posted it on WhatsApp and had a message underneath it. And what is so compelling is that Liz was never defined by the fact that she wouldn't answer the phone, or she would say I'll call and she wouldn't call back. She was never defined by that. Liz, 100% of the time, Liz was his lovely Elizabeth. Whoa. And me being able to learn that, I'm going to tell you something. Me being able to learn that is what graduated me from being a married man to a husband. And this morning, there are a lot of married men and married women, but there are few husbands and wives. What sets us apart, what sets husbands apart from married men, is the one who is able to say, your behavior is not synonymous to who you are. What you said, what you did, what the promise you made that you didn't keep, that situation that is hanging over our head, you are not that situation. And who you are is my designation to you. You are still my lovely Elizabeth. And whoever it is, your lovely Sam, your lovely David, your lovely Peter, your lovely John, your lovely Mike, your lovely Mary, your lovely Akos, your lovely Jocelyn, your lovely whoever, Pearl. And what God is calling us, where God is calling us, is a next level marriage. That is not one of those marriage where the husband says the wrong thing and we are not talking for 2 days or 3 days. The husband does the wrong and boom, there's fire in the house. we are reaching a point where we can look at our spouse 24/7, 365 days and say, you are my lovely Sam, my lovely Elizabeth. This morning, who is lovely to you? Who is your lovely person? I want you to write it in the chat. My lovely, put the name right there. And you are not just writing in there, but you are making a commitment that from today, your behavior, your actions or inactions is not going to define who you are. But who you are is who I know you in my heart to be. And that is my lovely X, Y, and Z. This morning, God is graduating married men into the office of husband. God is literally moving married women forward into a new office. It comes with a certain level of responsibility, a certain level of awareness, a certain level of self-confidence, where you say, I have a boundary in my heart where you cannot offend me to the degree where it changes my identity or my perception of who you are. And that as far as I am alive, as far as the sun will rise and set, you will forever be my lovely Elizabeth, my lovely, put the name there. And God, who is leading marriages out of confusion into a new realm, who's leading marriages out of mediocrity and average into excellence, that God will see your heart, will see your effort, and give you all the grace you need to be able to enjoy that marriage. God will do that. Now, as I said, do me a big favor and write in the chat, believe in what I have said, believe in the message I've shared with you. Put in the chat, my lovely, and just write it out for me. Write it out, write the person's name, your husband or your wife, write it in there. And then share this message, share it with everybody, that we want to be able to look at our spouses and say, my lovely this, I love you all the time. Not some of the time, but all the time. Because you know what? Your Heavenly Father, when you were the most unlovable, He called you lovely. He found you lovely enough to die on the cross for you. And what we are doing is we are looking at our spouse and say, yes, you are my lovely Sam, my lovely Elizabeth. God richly bless you. Tomorrow is Friday night, and you know what time it is. It is the grace movement. I need you and everybody in your family who's married, about to get married, almost married, just got married, been married. Everybody, let's get on Zoom. Let's have an amazing time. We have a special guest speaking, John Buama, bringing the word. It's the new standard of unparalleled marriages. You cannot miss it. Because it's John speaking, I cannot be doing short videos on it. So you have to be on Zoom, okay? Join us. The Grace Movement is the best place to be on a Friday night. And it's the best place for a transformed, meaningful, rich life with God and with the people around you. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. God bless you.